Hello, 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 and welcome. If you are new here, hey. If you've been here before, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you for coming back to check your girl out. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am Jessica. I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Florida. I service Tampa and surrounding areas, and my channel is about real estate, as you can tell, the real in real estate to be specific. And today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips, some tricks, some things that I wish somebody would have told me. 3 things that you need to know to get through your first year in real estate. If you are a new realtor, you are going to want to just make sure you hone in on this video, because let me tell you something. It's been a ride. Like, I love my career. I love what I do, but there are just so many things that I have been through. And honestly, I could say I wish someone would have told me, but looking back on it, I had to experience a lot of the things that I experienced and went through in order to grow, in order to learn. So I'm giving you this information in hopes that you would just, even if you are like, you know what, this doesn't apply to me, it's whatever, take it into consideration, or maybe just share it with a friend or a family member or a coworker or whoever you know that is like, you know what, I want to get into real estate. All right, so let's get started. So before we get into it, do me a huge favor and hit the thumbs up button on this video. Make sure, if you have not already subscribed, that you subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be dropping weekly videos from here on out. I know you guys haven't seen me in a while. I've been working so hard on some content for this channel. I've really been trying to give the goods and really make sure that I'm putting out very good, like, watch-worthy things and stuff that's going to help you guys throughout your real estate career, and just giving you like the inside, like the real deal. Y'all know how I do. I'm always going to keep it real. I'm always going to be me, and I'm always going to let you guys know what is going on in this crazy ass industry. Okay, so without further ado, let's hop into it. Number 1, nobody is coming to save you. I know you like, what are you supposed to be? 911? Like, listen, I'm being straight up. If you do not have accountability when it comes to your business, you will fail. What do I mean? A lot of people get into real estate and they feel like someone owes them something. Newsflash, nobody owes you anything. No one's coming to get you up out of bed and say, come on, Tim, come on, Jim, come on, Ashley, it's time to go to work. You got a cold call, you got a door knock, you got a prospect, nobody's coming to do that. This is not a job, okay? But you have to treat it like one. I'm gonna say that again because somebody's gonna miss it. This is not a job, okay? But you have to treat it like one. And what I mean by that is, having a real estate career, essentially you are a business owner. You have to treat this like a 9-to-5. You have to get up, you have to go into work, you have to go to script practice, you have to learn the skills, you have to do this, like, you just have to show up, and there's no clock. So it's really easy to say, you know what, I'm gonna take some time off. I don't want to do this today. This isn't work. Like, it's so easy to fall into the mindset of, well, I tried it and it doesn't work after 2 weeks or even 2 months. You guys, you really have to show up every single day like this real estate business is your job. Like, you have to clock in mentally, and you have to put in the work. Earlier this year, I'm not sure if you guys know, I shared it on my other channel, but I suffered a miscarriage. And I was so sick throughout the entire pregnancy. I really didn't want to share it with anyone, but I was so sick, like, I had to say something, sometimes to the point where I couldn't get out of bed. Like, I slept most of my day away. I was exhausted. I was tired. And then after I had the miscarriage, I had to end up having surgery. So with all of that happening, I wasn't doing real estate. Like, my business just kind of just fell to crap, right? So when that happened, I lost my MLS because I couldn't afford to pay my fees. I did not have access to the stuff in my office because I could not afford to pay my fees. I could not list anything, even if I was still cold calling and trying to get clients, because of course, when you don't have access to the MLS, you can't submit your listings. So my business literally fell apart within a month. Like, that's all it took, was 1 month. And it's, even though I was sick at the end of the day, looking back on it, there were a lot of things and there are a lot of systems that I could have put into place to where when I did fall ill, I would not have lost out on income and I would not have lost out on business. So I'm saying that to say that no one's going to come along and get all of this stuff set up and done for you. You have to utilize the systems and the tools and the resources in your office to set your business up to where if you disappear for a month or 2 months, that it's still gonna run and that you can come in and show somebody, okay, this is that, I gotta go. Take care of it. And when you come back, it's gonna be the exact same. That's essentially what I mean when I say no one is coming to save you. You have to make sure that you are holding yourself accountable and that you are putting in the work. And yes, you may have a sponsor that you can call on for certain things, but at the end of the day, if they're a really good sponsor or a really good coach, they're not going to literally hold your hand and show you every single thing. They're going to show you where to find it. A really good coach helps you self-discover. And I get it. A lot of people learn differently. A lot of people are like, I need someone to walk me through it. I need someone to explain to me from A to B to C all the way to Z. I'm going to tell you, with that type of mindset or with that type of attitude, you're going to struggle. You have to know how to be a self-starter if you want to really get to the top in this business. And again, I'm not saying if you have some type of setback, such as I know people who aren't that tech savvy, right? But they're still killing it in the game because they found their way. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is they were accountable. They showed up every single day. They implemented the systems and the tools and they made it happen. So if you want to have a successful first year in real estate, you need to show up every single day. You need to treat this like you have to clock in, even though it's not a job. You got to treat it like a job, right? This is your business. This is yours. No one can take this from you, and you really have to own it. Number 2, network. Network, network, network. When I say network, I mean network your ass off like it is no tomorrow. Listen, getting leads is awesome, but in your first year, 9 times out of 10, you're still going to be learning how to convert. So it doesn't matter if you get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 leads, especially if they're cold leads. If you don't know how to convert, those leads do not mean a damn thing. All right. You need to network. You need to get out in front of people. You need to talk to people. You need to show up at events. You need to call every single person in your phone and say, hey, just want to let you know I'm in real estate. Who do you know that's looking to buy, sell, or invest? Right? And I know it seems like common sense, but I, for the longest of time, did not touch anybody in my phone. Where I come from, ain't nobody buying houses. Like, my father was the first person in our family to purchase their own home, to actually own their own home, right? And even still looking in my family, there's only about 3 or 4 people that own their own home. And this is not a diss to my family. This is just how my limited belief was set up. So I'm thinking, okay, nobody in my family owns a home. They've never owned a home. Most of them are older than me. So I'm not even going to bother with asking them who wants to buy, sell, or invest, right? Wrong. Do not count out your database. Do not count out your cousin, your friend of friends, your high school friend. Like, do not count them out no matter what background they come from, because let me tell you something. I have seen some amazing things happen in this industry where people who you just like, your circumstances can change in a matter of months, weeks, actually. Like, everybody done had a cousin that came up on some money at some point in time. Even if they have that poverty mindset and they go out and buy a bunch of J's and a bunch of clothes and, you know, pop bottles and all type of stuff like that, if you still treat them like a prospect outside of a family member, of course, meaning, hey, just want to let you know I'm in real estate. When are you looking to buy your next house? Like, it does not matter what their mind frame is. If you still treat them like a potential client, you're going to get a referral from them. Okay. I have a friend and she told me one time, she said, I have gotten about 20 pieces of business from this one lady. She's like, I highly doubt if she's ever going to be in a position to purchase a home, but I still keep in touch with her. I still send her gift cards. I still take her out to lunch because she refers people to me. So do not underestimate the people who may not can afford to purchase a house or may not be ready to purchase a house at that particular time. Maybe they got a cousin, maybe they have a friend, maybe their mama want to purchase a house. Like, you really cannot underestimate the power of your contacts and your database. Nurture it, feed it, call them people, send them a thank you card, send them a $5 Amazon gift card. Like, keep in touch with them and make sure that anytime you call or text or email, that it's not always about real estate. Great reminder every once in a blue moon, but just letting people know that you're there and letting people know that you care is awesome. So please make sure that you are networking, make sure that you are building personal relationships, because being a real estate agent is not, did I say Asian? Lord. A real estate agent. You know what? Being a real estate agent is not just about transactions. You really have to be for the people and about the people. Like, you have to build relationships. All right. So last but not least, number 3, which is my very fave. And it's my fave because I have a background in sales, and I do believe that a lot of the things that I learned in sales have allowed me to be the person that I am today in order to be a good real estate agent. Number 3 is personal development. I absolutely love this because anytime people start a business like real estate, they think about, what do I need to do? What should I be doing? I'm not doing enough, right? And I want to encourage you to not focus so much on what it is that you need to do, but more so on who it is that you need to become. And that's so powerful, because sometimes we don't understand that it's not what we're doing or what we're not doing. It's who we are that's keeping us from becoming all that we need to be and accomplishing everything that we want to accomplish. Dive into some self-development. Read The Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller. Read The One Thing by Gary Keller. Study every single thing that John Maxwell has ever put out on this earth. Because you have to develop a certain type of character in order to operate on a certain level. I want to be able to look back 5 years from now and say, you know what? I'm so glad that I'm such a better person. I'm such a better agent. I've built such great relationships based off of my character, because I'm not looking at people as a dollar sign. Make sure that you're becoming a person with good intentions and good character, because that's going to make a lot of difference when it comes down to getting the sale. Let me tell you what I mean. Sometimes you're going to call somebody, you're not going to get the business. A lot of times you're going to cold call somebody, you're not going to get the business. Sometimes you're going to door knock, you're not always going to get the business, right? I've called people and I have asked them, well, what is it that made you decide to go with this person over that person? Most of the time I've gotten, oh, well, this person was somebody I knew, or this person was a friend. But every once in a while, someone's going to tell you it was just something about the way that agent did or said so-and-so, the way that agent did or said this or that. They're talking about their character. People can tell when you are a great person and when you have great intentions and when you have their best interest at heart and you don't come at them with commission breath. And I know it's easy to say that when you're in a position when you're consistently making money, you guys, but let me tell you something, you really have to learn how to run your business to where you're not chasing a dollar. It shows. It shows when you're desperate. It shows when you're like, you know what, I really need to close the deal. I really need to get the sale. As much as you feel like it doesn't, it does. So I really want to encourage you to not just work in and on your business, work on yourself, work on your heart. Make sure that you are a person that is like a person of integrity, a person of good character. Like, you want to be a person of good intentions, good morals, good values, and you can't do that without knowing exactly who you are. When people look at you, you want them to say, you know what, that's the type of person that I want to do business with. You want to always have a good heart, and you just want to always make sure that your character is speaking for itself. And what are people saying about you when you are not in the room? That is extremely important. So a quick recap. Number 1, accountability. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Make sure that you are showing up every single day and treating this business like your baby. Network like crazy and be sure that you are nurturing that database. And last but not least, number 3, personal and self-development. Work on your heart. Make sure that your heart is in the right place. Make sure that you have great character. And thank you so much for watching. That's all I have for you today. Like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you come back and see me. I appreciate you guys. Follow me on my socials. Hit my inbox if you have any questions. I'm out.